But we have a very dope guest for you guys instead. She's actually helping to create comedy shows that focus on topics we don't normally talk about in public, like trauma and some of our darkest thoughts and more. Her name is Rola Z, and we wanted to find out what and how her shows came about. Here's part of that conversation. What was your pathway into this? How'd I get into this? Well, so my marriage failed and I got laid off. So I thought, why not disappoint my parents further by going into comedy? So I started that in my late 40s, and you know, I just thought it was something I really wanted to do. I thought, you know, there's so much hardship in the world. There's so many things you can't change, like Middle East peace crisis. You know, that's not going away. You know, don't tell the young interns who are working on peace. You know, it's not going to change anything. So I thought, if I can't change it, I might as well laugh about it. And if I laugh about it, then other people can also laugh about it. So that's my main impetus for it. So give us a quick rundown of all the different kinds of shows that you were in charge of. So I've been doing different things. Traumedy, as in turning the trauma into comedy, turning pain into punchlines, whether it's war, displacement, cancer, loss, you know, all sorts of things that we've been through in the past couple of years. I also do a dark comedy show, sort of leaning into, I grew up watching Life of Brian and Monty Python, so that's really my thing, dark comedy. So I produced this dark comedy show where people can really, where the comedians can really lean into their like evil nature and do material like they've never done before. I also created a Funny Arabs show. Funny Arabs is basically, you know, a bunch of Arab American comedians talking about our experience, and it's just, the reception has been phenomenal from Arabs and non-Arabs because, you know, it's in English. So unless you're racist, you come to our shows. Is it something you wish you could have gotten into earlier, or did you think that you needed to have the life experiences that led you to the place of making that decision? That's such a great question. Honestly, I wish I had done this 20 years ago. I'm exhausted. I see these young kids doing like, you know, 3, 4, 5 nights a week. I can't do that. You know, 3, 4, 5 mics a night, and I can't do that. So that's why I produce my own shows, because then I can be more selective. I can also be more selective in terms of like what I'm doing. I find like a lot of the mics I go to are like, they're very like male dominated. There's a lot of diversity means, you know, a bunch of you know, black and white male comics talking about the same thing. So I wanted diversity of material as well as age diversity, background diversity, and so on. When you look at the kind of the world of comedy, obviously you saw that there was some needs, and I imagine you think that there continues to be needs. So like, what is it that you see moving forward, that kind of niches you would like to capture? There's so much. I'm working. I have more ideas than time and energy. There's just so many exciting things that we can do. I mean, I think the DC comedy scene is thriving. It's amazing. And as you know, there's a ton of talent in the market. But I'm trying to create like different things, like Funny Africans, for example. Comedy in Curves. Comedy in Curves is a sort of a nod to the marvelous Mrs. Maisel, where you've got like stand-up comedians and burlesque. I adore what she's doing, especially when it comes to being able to turn that trauma into comedy. If you want to hear more from Rola, she's hosting a dark comedy show that features jokes we couldn't make on TV. It is on Friday, October 7th at Aurora Market in Columbia Heights, and you can find tickets on her Instagram, which is @SomeArabWoman.